Going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Finally out to take a ride. Man, we're going to talk about the seat that I'm running today. We'll get to that in a little bit. Man, it just feels good to be back out on the road on the bike. I have not had this out in a couple of weeks. I don't know if you guys, if you happen to see my last video that I did about the freezing rain and sleet. Dudes, listen, I was out that day and that stuff came in a little bit early, and I cut the talk about my handlebars short because I thought my battery was charged. It looked like my battery was going to die any minute, so I just shut up and rode and ended up getting, you know, some more footage of that. But it didn't look that bad on the video. But toward the end of it, when I was getting close to the house, man, by the time I got home, my entire visor was completely iced over. I couldn't see through it at all. I was having to keep it raised up and trying to look underneath it, using it to kind of shield it, the freezing rain, from getting on my drop down sun visor. The windshield and the front of the fairing was completely iced over. So I got the bike put up. As soon as it cooled off enough, I got the cover and everything put on it, got it buttoned up, and it sleeted for the rest of that day. And then that night we were supposed to be getting snow pretty much all night long according to the radar. Well, it never snowed. It sleeted all night, sleeted all the next day, which was Monday, and everything was, we just had a solid layer of ice over everything. And of course down here in the south, you know, Mississippi, we're not, you know, really, the DOT's not really equipped to deal with a lot of that stuff. They did a fairly good job, but still, it's not like a every year occurrence here. And man, we were shut down. We were out of work for a week. I mean, the low was down in the single digits. The highs were only getting some days in the low 20s. So that stuff, man, it just stuck. I mean, it stuck around. And finally, we went back to work that next week. There was still ice on the ground that Monday. And when it finally warmed up and got past that, it started raining, and rained for days and days. And so this is, of course, we were working a lot too, trying to make up for, you know, that week that we were off. And man, this is actually the first Saturday where we've had decent weather, so I could even get the bike back out. And it is still, I tried to wipe it down this morning, but this thing, man, it's still filthy. I can't wait until the weather gets nice enough to be able to get this thing out and wash it good, clean it up, maybe get a wax job on it because it needs it bad. But man, just glad to be back out. It's great weather today. It is 58 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to 69 today. I won't be able to ride all day. I got some stuff I got to do back at the house. Got to do something with my wife when she gets off work today. But man, it's just great to be out, be back on the road. But I'll find a spot here. We're gonna pull over. I'm gonna show you guys the seat that I'm running, that I've had on here for a little over a year. Probably about a year and 3 months, year and 4 months, something like that. So we'll check that out. Get a little ride in today. Just enjoy it. Alright guys, we are out here next to I-22. Hopefully the traffic noise won't be too bad. If it is, I'll check it. If it is, I'll re-record this about the seat. But just pulled off over here. This is a road that runs out to a Toyota manufacturing plant down the way. But let's talk about the seat. The seat that I've been running on my bike for, like I said, about, I guess, a year and 3 months, year and 4 months, something like that. It is from CC Rider. And I first heard about this seat. I watched a YouTube video by Jerry Palladino, Ride Like a Pro, and he had ordered one of these seats and he liked it so much he had ordered another one for another one of his bikes. So I thought, well, let's just try that. You know, I checked them out. Just found this seat and show you guys the seat here. Had a lot of compliments on the seat, but I had the stock seat on, and it just had me pushed too far forward. I had to get something that gave me some more leg room. So this was an extended reach seat that they had on their website. And when I found this one, of course, I never ride two up. I always ride solo. So I didn't really care about the passenger seat. I just wanted a lower profile on that part other than the really big, tall padded part on the stock seat. So I found this one, and guys, when I found this seat, it was on sale. It was $130. when I bought this. Man, look, again, like I said, I got to clean the bike up. Y'all just look over that. I know it's dirty, but got a little bit of thread coming up right there. But on sale for 130 bucks. And I was going to put a link in here so you could look at the seat, but I don't think they even sell this seat anymore. But it is an extended reach. Actually, the stitching in there, I don't know if you can see that, maybe in the sun there, it looks kind of orange, but according to the website, I ordered brown stitching. They do have an orange stitching, but I think it's a lot brighter orange. And I saw some reviews on that. Some people said when they got theirs in, you know, it had a more of an orange tint to it. But I kind of like the color. And I would have gotten, I really wanted gray, but they didn't have gray stitching on this seat. They were sold out of it. It does have some, you know, gray on the side, but the top stitching was all this color. But I mean, as you can see from the side, I mean, it does have a lower profile, more streamlined look to it than the big bulky stock seat. And it puts me a little bit closer to the ground too, because it is lower, of course. But I got this and I thought, well, for 130 bucks, you know, I can't go wrong with this. I'll just try it out and see how it does. And I put the thing on there, man, it's been great. Just riding around locally and stuff, it's fine. You know, if I go out riding all day on and off the bike, I mean, it does a really good job. I was concerned about it, you know, at one point here a while back, a lot of times when we ride, you know, we'll be on the bike all day, but it's going somewhere, getting off the bike for a while, getting back on, riding somewhere else, getting off the bike. Did take a ride where I went about 400 miles, just, you know, constant riding. And I was worried, man, you know, when I get out on the road and I'm in this thing for a while, I figured like several hours in, it was gonna, you know, my butt was gonna start hurting. But man, I was on this thing for 3 days, just almost constantly, and never ever had a problem. Butt didn't hurt. I mean, it did a good job. And this is foam. There's no gel in it. If you'll go check the website out, like I said, I didn't see, last time I looked, I didn't see this particular seat, but they've got a lot of seats on there, and they range anywhere in price from maybe $100, which, yeah, $100, and they've got some that, you know, are over 400. But there are a cheaper line of seat if you're looking for something, you know, that won't break the bank. And they do have kind of some funky designs, you know, that I wouldn't really care for, but you can check them out. You know, they've see what they've got, and I've been really pleased with this one, man. It's comfortable, and man, you know, I'd buy it again in a minute. It was a good buy for 130 bucks. It's done a really good job. Now, you know, maybe one of these days I might want to upgrade and get another seat, you know. I mean, I don't know. I like the looks of the Saddlemen, but I've heard mixed reviews on those. People sent them back because they just felt like they never were going to break in or something, you know. Bad Boy Cycles has got some really nice seats. I like the look of some of the Mustang touring seats, which I had a Honda VTX 1300 Cruiser. I rode it for probably 8-9 years, and I had a Mustang seat on it. I loved it, and you know, I like the looks of the touring seat that Mustang makes. That some of the designs on them, I might will go one of those one day, but man, right now I'm not worried about that. This thing does great. But y'all check them out, CC Rider Seats, and you know, see if they might have something you'd be interested in if you're looking for a more economical option, you know, to change your seats out or something. Like I said, they do have seats that sit you in kind of the regular position, similar to the stock seat. They've got extended reach seats, and you can buy other stuff. I mean, they sell backrest, and you can get matching backrest to the pattern on the seat. They sell backrest for the Chop Tour packs. I think they've got some for maybe the full size or King Tour packs. But I've been pleased with it, man. It's done a good job. Definitely worth every penny I spent on it. But that is it, man. That's been really pleased with that. And guys, look at this weather. Look at this weather, man. This is great. This is absolutely great. I don't know what the temp is right now, but I mean, it's warming up pretty quick. Came out of my jacket. But this is, man, this is nice for a change. It's been cold, rainy. You gotta ride while you can, man. Gotta ride while you can. Said hopefully the traffic noise wasn't too bad here. But just glad to be out, dude. I'm gonna get out on the road here, ride around a little bit, soak in some of this nice weather. Get the bike some exercise. I can't wait. And like I said earlier, one of these days, I'm not gonna spare it. And by the way, it's supposed to start raining again today about 5-6 o'clock. So said I got to get back to the house. I got some stuff I got to do there before that kicks in. I was working on something on my truck. I got to get out and get that finished up before the rain hits. So just got like a small window this morning to get out and try to get some miles in. But man, before too long, and this is just so you'll know, I mean, this is February the 3rd. So, you know, won't be too long. The weather will be getting nice. Then we'll go through a rainy time in the spring, but it'll get better. We'll be able to get out, you know, and ride some. Get out, take some all-day rides, and really looking forward to that. But it's nice, man. We're gonna get back on the bike, get a few more miles in, and enjoy this weather while we can. coming in. Look at this. What is up, fellas?